Mod Sun and Sahara Ray are dating.
Wait, so dating is crazy because how long it hasn't been a week since you were like kind of dating him.
I'm just gonna go like all the way back, right? I started dating Mod Sun. I don't know when the first time. I can't like pinpoint it, but essentially
2020, right?
Yeah, maybe 2020.
Right when
that
the
sounds
pandemic
right.
hit.
I think I'm gonna shit myself.
Oh, God, you're so you never cease to amaze me. Are you okay?
I think talking about that gave me so much anxiety that my body immediately had to shit it out. Like that really just happened to me. Like my hands were just on the wall. I was just sweating. Like I had to take
sweaty.
Like pants off. Like I saw God.
Oh.
Anyways.
Okay.
Oh God, it's so funny too because like he's gonna see this and he's gonna be like, "That's why I want Sahara."
I know she shits too.
Anyways, man, I dated him for the first time in 2020. I've never really like talked about this, but in the beginning of us dating, I kind of felt like, yes, we really liked each other and we fell in love over like a couple years of the whole like Bella situation. And I think that towards the end, you know, how we felt towards Bella almost kind of drove us together, which is kind of a trauma bond beginning, you know? And in the beginning, I very much underlyingly felt like he loved me and that the trauma bond was real and like, you know, we liked each other a lot. But there was the underlying thing, I think, for him of like, this is gonna piss off Bella. Like there was a little spite.
Like it was like spiteful a little bit.
Sprinkled on that delicious
maybe
Sunday.
it was like just a bonus thing, but like still a thing.
Yes. And obviously over time then we fell for each other and developed a real relationship and whatever. Towards the end it was quite a tumultuous one on both sides. I mean, I was like 20, so I don't think I was, you know, he was 33 20. And I wanted to be 20.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, don't have an OnlyFans, don't do this, don't whatever. And like I was very much like, I'm not ready for all this, you know. And we break up and he writes Karma and various other terribly good,
kind of a slay,
but mean songs about me. He's one of the only breakups I've ever had where we just absolutely never talked again. We talked about this on Cancelled.
That was crazy because we were close at the time and all of a sudden he just wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, and we just did not talk. And I went and did my little thing. And I would say a couple weeks after we broke up, he was with Avril. It very much was giving like, it's always the person that they tell you not to worry about. Because like they were working together while we were dating.
Ooh.
And so that definitely made me be like, oh, sick. So the whole time
I feel like
I'm
that's
in your bed.
So scary. Like when guys go off to film movies or something like Brangelina.
Yeah.
That scares me.
Like I'm at home in your bed with your dogs and you're in the studio with Avril. And what were you thinking that whole time? You know? So, and I felt like it was also, he definitely probably really enjoed being like, I just broke up with you and now I'm with Avril Lavigne.
Well, yeah, no
As
offense.
anyone
like
would.
We have to remove you from that situation. Iconic.
I 100% slay and I couldn't deny it. But again, I felt like that was a little sprinkle of that on that Sunday for him as well. You know?
Podcast episode last week where I actively chose to make the first half an open conversation about some people dating. I said it on the podcast too. I was like, I hate that I'm wearing no makeup because I know that Mod Sun and whoever else this, you know, this is about is gonna see this. And now I'm doing it again. Like, you could have put a lash on, Tana. You could have put a fucking lash on because you know it's in the fucking group chat. And you know his friends are like, she looks beat anyway. Like, it's like, oh my God. At least just go down better than this. You know that if someone wrongs me or comes at me incorrectly or a breakup or even a friendship thing, I will sit down and take the time to open my notes app and write an MLA formatted essay as my response to a person. And I had never really met my match till Mod. I mean, he's a writer at heart. He's a musician. He's a writer. That's what he does, you know? So the podcast last week had been up for 3.5 hours. And I received a text so big you have to click it to open it. In the text, he said, I'm sure this will end up on next week's episode, LOL. He started the text off by saying, sent your video by multiple people. Just watched. Loved it. Like saying loved it. Loved it. And then obviously going into why he hated it. And then sent 48,000 lies and gaslighting statements that really have me beside myself. He actually, I will give it to him, gaslit me so hard that I read that text and almost was like, am I wrong? I will give it to him. Like, that's one thing he is very, very good at, is words and the ability to make someone question if they are wrong.
What a talent.
I met my match in that regard, you know? It is so clear that he has things a bit jumbled up timeline-wise.
Okay, you should literally draw it out.
I've
for
already
him.
started. I am making a
An
graphic,
actual timeline,
like a timeline of dates and times with graphics and screenshots that support my evidence.
You are hilarious.
I understand that it's a frustrating thing to have someone podcast about you. And he, you know, he's talking about that. He's like, you made a video about me before and you made another video about me again. This is now countless videos where you've made it about me and I have no room to tell my story, etc.
First of all, you know what they say, fool me once, fool me twice. Like,
yes.
You knew after the first time that was a possibility.
If you were going to do something shitty, absolutely. And I read that and for a second I'm like, damn, he might have a point here. And then I go, karma?
So true. Bam.
You wrote an album called Internet Killed the Rock Star and confirmed to me that I am internet.